Don't know why. I'm looking at baby you. What I do. Back to you every night. Okay, I was about to get carried away. That's one of my favorite songs by Mario. Let Me Love You. Just getting myself in the mood and the vibe of this video. And let's get things started. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Tlamanabunamara, back again with those self-love vibes, because self-love is the best love, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I was trying to get myself into the mood because I'm gonna be doing things differently in this video. Like I said, I'm going to be putting more of myself into this, and it's not only about motivation, it's not only about real talk, serious talk, inspiration and all that. It's more I am trying to show people the things that I do daily, the things that I like, and how they benefit me and how they could potentially benefit them as well. And with that said, I am going to be sharing the things that I've learned, the messages that I've learned from my top 4 favorite movies, being the first one, A Throwback Holiday, the second one, Coach Carter, the third one, Freedom Riders, and the fourth one, The Blind Side. I know most people know The Blind Side and Coach Carter, and most aren't familiar with A Throwback Holiday and what is the other one? Freedom Rises. Okay, so these two, I watched them on YouTube, before the whole Netflix item came into place. And I honestly loved the movies because, first, with A Throwback Holiday, it's like a movie that shows us the importance of relationships, the importance of being with the right person, the importance of living life, knowing that each and every single day the things that you do will contribute to who you're going to become and what you're going to become in the future. It's more like it's almost like a time travel movie, but it shows us a woman at that time by the name Jacqueline Anderson. Yes, and she traveled back in time to her high school days where she lost her mom before. Prior to that, she lost her mom. She got married so early because she had a kid with the guy that she didn't actually like so early. And she missed out on a lot of things. She missed out on getting to start her own medical practice and doing all the things that she always wanted to do. And it's amazing because when she went back in time, she met the right person for her, and that guy really treated her right, and in the end they were so happy. And I am going to play my most favorite clip in that movie when she was talking to her mom, and her mom was telling her how people shouldn't, as people, we shouldn't judge others based on what we see on the outside, but we should judge, not really judge, we shouldn't judge, but we shouldn't think of people based on what you see on the outside, because in the inside there could be so much more. And it's so true, it's very, very true, and I hope that you like it. Let me
Fairy tales.
I don't mind the fact that you're growing up, or that you even no longer believe in fairy tales. Just always remember the point of stories like these.
Yeah, the girl kisses the frog, he turns into a prince, and they live happily ever after. The end.
Yeah, but not exactly. The moral to this particular story is don't overlook something or someone based on external factors, because underneath could be something wonderful. Sweetie, there's a difference between what you want and what you need.
I never thought of it that way.
Bro, did you guys hear that? She was like, I think she said, don't overlook something or someone based on external factors, because on the inside could be something beautiful. And it's honestly true. I feel like this happens to a lot of us. We overlook people because we think, just because we see them on the outside, we think, they're not all this and that. But in reality, in real life, in actual fact, they could be such amazing people, which is why you always have to get to know somebody and know why they do things the way they do, what makes them tick, why or how they think, or how they just see life, and you could be so amazed. Like, don't judge a book by its cover, bro. People are amazing in the inside. Just because you see somebody like me like this doesn't mean that in here I'm not all that, and let me play another clip. It was kind of like a romantic kind of clip. When they met, when Jacqueline and I forgot his name. What's his name? I forgot his name. Yeah, when they met for the first time, not really for the first time, like after many years, and this was prior to the whole going back in time thing, and he just showed her that even though she never paid attention to him, or she never noticed him, he still was always there, and he always cared about her and all that. I hope you enjoy it.
I used to be so, I don't know, not this.
Well, forgive me for saying this, but even with all that, you still got it going on.
Forgive me.
So, you can go back to high school. If you could just do it all over again, would you?
What, like a do-over? My senior year was one of the worst years of my life. I mean, that was the year that my mom passed away during the holidays, and I got pregnant, and I got married before I was really ready to. It was just a really bad year.
Sorry. I remember when they told the school that your mom passed away on the PA system and to keep your family in all of our prayers.
Yeah. Everyone was really kind to me. Someone even put a bouquet of flowers next to my locker that said, "Sorry to hear about your mom, but keep your head up.
Keep your head up." Wow. You remember that, huh?
You did that?
I just wanted to get you some flowers and put a smile on your face, even if it's just for a brief moment.
You did.
Bruh, this guy is so sweet, like super well. Oh my god. Honestly, there's some people who genuinely like you. Like, there's some people who really, really care for you in life, and you have to open your eyes and see, dog. This is something that I have learned from this movie. But overall, in this movie, the reason why it's like my all-time favorite movie, like, I know I'm a big Harry Potter fan, like I know I'm a big Harry Potter fan, but the reason why I love this movie so much is because I have always been super afraid of committing. I've always been super afraid of relationships, marriage, all that, because I feel like sometimes marriage can tie you down, and your partner, whoever, can stop you from achieving greatness. And with the whole submission thing, I haven't really understood that yet, but you know but seeing how we have two different sides of marriage. We have Jacqueline being with what's his name? I forgot his name. Didn't I just watch this? Anyway, with this guy, the first one he married, the one who made her pregnant at a very young age, you could see that she wasn't happy in the marriage. You could see that he didn't actually want her to succeed. He didn't want her to go back to school and go start her own medical practice. And on the other hand, she had somebody who believed in her, believed in her dreams, wanted her to pursue whatever it is that she wanted to pursue, and it was so amazing. And in the end, her life was just absolutely amazing. And I do believe that marriage is like one of the greatest decisions that somebody could ever make. It's one of the greatest things that God has given us, because you can be in a union with somebody and just be like your happiest self, and you can help each other grow, can help each other succeed in life. And it's a very beautiful thing, and it's something that I wish for myself, which is why I'm very picky and I have like very high standards, because I'm not about to let somebody who isn't capable of lead me. You scheme. Yeah, so that's why it's my favorite movie, because this whole relationship thing is like very close to my heart. And then when we have two similar movies which are Coach Carter and Freedom Writers. These movies, I honestly love these movies because they show how much impact a person or people can have on us. They show how much somebody can come into your life and absolutely change it, and change it for the better, not for the worst. Like I know I have had teachers, like more especially my junior school class teacher. She was amazing and she taught me a lot. Taught me a lot, not as in like school stuff, but life stuff. The things that she used to say about discipline, being like yourself, the best version of you, all those things were so amazing and they honestly changed my life. Like the power of positive thinking. And I feel like when I watch Coach Carter and Freedom Writers, I can absolutely relate because these are two I want to say teachers who came into these kids' lives, these kids who didn't actually have, people believing in them. Like their background wasn't that great, and you honestly wouldn't think that they could actually become something. And they came in and gave them an opportunity. They showed them a different side of life. They shifted their perspective of life and all that, and showed them that they are actually greatness. They have light inside of them, and all they gotta do is let it shine. And it was so amazing because these kids, these students, because of these two teachers, grew to become amazing people. We have Coach Carter. I mean, his methods were they are unusual, but they were effective. And I loved how he stood his ground and actually believed in himself and believed in what he was doing, even though the whole community was against him. And I feel like this is something that I would like to share with people, and this is something that I would like to do. And I would like to say that it doesn't matter if people don't believe in you or people don't see the results that you know that you're gonna get. As long as you know what you're doing, as long as you know where you're headed, then do that. That's something that Coach Carter has taught us. And then another thing Coach Carter has taught us is that whatever you do in life, you always have to be disciplined, and you always have to know your self-worth and treat yourself with respect. Like I loved how after every game they would wear their shirts and ties and be and show and present themselves to the community as gentlemen. You always have to do that. Another thing about discipline, if you come late, you do what was this called? Something I forgot, but yes, like the practice and all that. And even though it was like a movie about basketball and everything, his methods of teaching them basketball didn't only focus on learning how to play it, but learning how to become a better person. Be it like with discipline and school at the same time. I feel like people should understand. We have different paths in life, but he was showing that even though you know where you're going, you know your path, you always have to have things to back you up. Like maybe let's say you want to be a rapper, or you want to do something that has nothing to do with ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. You always have to go to school though and get that degree, get all of that, because you have let's say you go to meetings, let's say you get invited to interviews. What are you gonna say? You have to show people that you know how to think. You should know, you have to show people that you can actually like interact with them and everything, and that's important. Like you have to have intellectual conversations with people, and Coach Carter really taught us that. And then when you have in Freedom Writers, great. That one was deep. That one actually made me cry because those kids, oh my god, the way they lived, it was so rough, it was so tough. But she honestly made them believe in themselves. I love the self-evaluation test and whatever that she made them do, and she made them grade themselves fairly, and it was amazing. It was amazing how she exposed their mind. She exposed them to the world and showed them a different side of life, something they've never experienced before. And they were so thankful for it. And it was more like, when you have trouble with the world and everything, but then there's that one place, there's that one zone where you're always content, where you're always happy, where you're always at peace. And it was amazing to see her go with them. Throughout the high school journey, and even some she went to varsity with them, and it was so amazing. And I would honestly love each and every single person to go through that. Like it's an amazing thing to see somebody bring such change to people's lives. Like I don't know. I also want to do that. People have these movies have inspired this whole self-love thing, because I want to see people become the best versions of themselves. I want to see people believe in themselves and just know that they're kings and queens. And these three movies have really showed us that she can do it. Even The Blind Side. But before I get onto The Blind Side, let me show you two clips from Coach Carter and Freedom Writers that were my most favorite scene.
We got shit to do, sir. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Sir, I just want to say thank you. You saved my life.
Thank you, sirs. All of you.
Summer was the worst summer in my short 14 years of life. It all started with a phone call. My mother was crying and begging, asking for more time, as if she were gasping for her last breath of air. She held me as tight as she could and cried. Her tears hit my shirt like bullets and told me we were being evicted. She kept apologizing to me. I thought I have no home. I should have asked for something less expensive at Christmas. On the morning of the eviction, a hard knock on the door woke me up. The sheriff was there to do his job. I looked up at the sky, waiting for something to happen. My mother has no family to lean on, no money coming in. Why bother coming to school or getting good grades if I'm homeless? The bus stops in front of the school. I feel like throwing up. I'm wearing clothes from last year, some old shoes and no new haircut. I kept thinking I'd get laughed at. Instead, I'm greeted by a couple of friends who were in my English class last year. And it hits me, Mrs. Gerwell, my crazy English teacher from last year, is the only person that made me think of hope. Talking with friends about last year's English and our trips, I began to feel better. I received my schedule and the first teacher is Mrs. Gerwell in room 203. I walk into the room and feel as though all the problems in life are not so important anymore.
And bro, that was heavy, honestly, cause wow, these two movies really touched me, to be honest, and I really love them. And then with The Blind Side, I have to say, I honestly hated how The Blind Side started, because Big Mike was so sad in the beginning. He was so sad, and he made me sad. And when he didn't have a place to stay and everything, I was like, "Ish, God, why is it that some people have to go through this?" And it made me thankful for all the things that I have, and the way he was just so, like, how do I put this? Even with the attention that he was getting after he got like really good at football, American football and everything, he still kept true to himself. He still stayed true to himself, and it was so amazing. And I loved how he showed gratitude all the time for the things that he was given. And I feel like that's one thing that's very important in life, because I feel like gratitude really does take you places. Always be thankful, and that's why I have to always thank each and every single person who ever sends me a message, shares my video, likes it, comments it, because people don't have to do that. People don't have to share your things. People don't have to watch your videos. People don't have to do anything. People don't even have to like you. But for the fact that they took that time and actually did that, for the fact that they took that time and hit you up, it shows that they actually care, and you have to be thankful for that, because if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And that's one thing that I was grateful to Big Mike for. I know he doesn't like me call Big Mike, but I was grateful to Big Mike for, because he really taught me that. And another thing about the family that adopted Big Mike, I love how even though so many people were against it, they still, went ahead and did it. They still loved him and treated him like family. He was family to them, and I really love people who are like that. And it shows that in life, you always have to extend a helping hand. You always have to just give and just give other people opportunities that you've never had before. This is why in the future I do want to have like an NGO. But let me not talk about that. But yeah, this is something that I also want to do. Like, adoption is very close to my heart. Having an NGO or something on my list. And just watching this movie, it just shows me that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what kind of background you came from. What matters is what you have inside. What matters is how and the extent to which you believe in yourself. What matters is the support that you have from family and friends, the people that you hold, the people who are close to you. It doesn't matter what the other people say, but as long as the people who love you for you and believe in you, and as long as you also believe in yourself, and as long as you know that you have greatness within you, you can be anything you want to be. And that was honestly very amazing. And I love this speech about courage. Let me show you his speech about courage. Be back.
Courage is a hard thing to figure. You can have courage based on a dumb idea or a mistake, but you're not supposed to question adults or your coach or your teacher, because they make the rules. Maybe they know best, but maybe they don't. It all depends on who you are, where you come from. Didn't at least one of the 600 guys think about giving up and joining with the other side? I mean, Valley of Death, that's pretty salty stuff. That's why courage is tricky. Should you always do what others tell you to do? Sometimes you might not even know why you're doing something. I mean, any fool can have courage. But honor, that's the real reason you either do something or you don't. It's who you are, and maybe who you want to be. If you die trying for something important, then you have both honor and courage. And that's pretty good. I think that's what the writer was saying, that you should hope for courage and try for honor. And maybe even pray that the people telling you what to do have some too.
Hey, brah. That was very nice. That was very nice. That was a very nice monologue. Yeah, so as I was saying, this movie does teaches that, in life, you always have to do things because you want to do them, and you always have to help people. You always have to have that good heart. You always have to be compassionate. You always have to stand your ground and just know yourself and know what you want, and don't go with what the rest of the world says. But Batlaring won't get you anywhere. So these are my top 4 favorite movies. I mean, I do love Harry Potter, like I mentioned before. I mean, Harry Potter fan for days. But yeah, please do check them out. I'm sorry if I have spoiled them for you guys, but I mean, I feel like so many of us have watched these movies because it's at 2000 and something, and we're in 2020. So do watch those movies and tell me what you think about them. Please do like, comment, and share the video if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got the message from these movies and the overall message that I just wanted to give you guys, which is just to always have a good heart, to always believe in yourself, to always love yourself, and just extend that love to other people, because it is said that you must love your neighbor like you love yourself, and you have to love God as well. So all these three have to be on the same level, and yeah, it really be like that, bruh. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next Sunday.